From the moment she was born, Sara Sharif was known to social services. Throughout her life, there were times they could have intervened and opportunities missed.
Quite clearly, the system failed her because she tragically died at a very, very young age, where all the indications are that it could have been averted.
There have been previous allegations of abuse against both her parents. At birth in 2013, she was made the subject of a child protection plan. In 2014, her parents separated and Sara went into foster care. The following year, she returned to her father, then her mother, as each parent accused the other of abuse. Then, in 2019, the family court awarded custody to her father. In March 2023, her school made a referral to social services, but social workers closed the case after 6 days. Weeks later, her father withdrew her from school. That August, she died. There are many questions for Surrey Social Services. Key among them, why, when Sara's school contacted them about concerning bruises on her face just months before her death, did they not do more? That was their chance to remove her from danger, but they didn't. Instead, they contacted her father, ran some checks, then closed the case. Inexplicably, Sara's history of vulnerability didn't appear to set alarm bells ringing. So why not?
When practitioners are being faced with 40, 50, 60 cases a day, they are naturally going to be prioritising.
But shouldn't a child with Sara's history have been top priority?
Totally agree, but everything's relative. So the difficulty is, how many other children at that time was that service responding to?
Sara had begun wearing the hijab in the year she died. It's now suspected that was to hide bruises.
When I think of Sara, my immediate image of her is her smile.
For Sara's friends and teachers, her loss has been devastating.
I don't think I've ever felt such sadness. And I think I say that on behalf of all the staff and the community. I think the shock was just immense.
Sara died the year after a national review examined failings by social services in Solihull and Bradford to protect murdered children Arthur Labignio Hughes and Star Hobson. Star's family are horrified that lessons still aren't being learned.
How can this still keep on happening?
It's been 4 years since we lost Star, and I don't even want to think about the number of children that have lost their lives in that 4 years.
There'll now be a safeguarding review into Sara's death. The manager responsible for Surrey Social Services said, "We are resolute in our commitment to protecting children, and we're determined to play a full and active part in the forthcoming review." It's too late for Sara, yet another vulnerable child dead, despite repeated warnings to the authorities that she could be at risk. Becky Johnson, Sky News, Surrey.